Thank you all for coming. We have a very special thing going on this today. I keep wanting to say this afternoon, but it's not afternoon yet. I'm with Quilts of Valor. I'm the state coordinator for Tennessee. We have a booth back in the back. Quilts of Valor started with a dream. A mom, a Blue Star mom, waited 24/7 for that phone call. Her son was deployed in Iraq. She never got the call, so thank God for that. That gave her the idea to get together with her quilting friends and make quilts because of a dream that she had of a young soldier sitting on his cot surrounded by his war demons. In the next vision, in that dream, the soldier was wrapped in a quilt and the demons were gone. That gave her the idea to make quilts and give to our soldiers that were coming home from Iraq at that time. She later expanded that to include every veteran and every service member. That's a lot of guys and gals. So she went to the chaplain, just happened to be friends with the chaplain at Walter Reed, happened to be friends with his wife, who happened to be a quilter. I think some divine guidance was there, but she told the wife her vision and her dream, and the wife went to the chaplain and he said, "Come on." So our first quilts were awarded in November of 2003. This is our 20th year of awarding quilts. As of this morning, with over 10,000 members nationwide, including Alaska and Hawaii, we have awarded over 343,000 quilts. And it is our privilege to do so again today. We have 4 veterans that we're going to be awarding today. So our first one is Floyd Story. Floyd. Floyd served in the Navy, received an honorable discharge. He was stationed in stateside and in Vietnam. He served on the USS Yorktown. That hat has it, so he must have been there too. He's got the shirt. He's got the shirt to prove it. He was stationed in Hawaii, served on the Everett Larson. Is that I guess that's a destroyer. While in Vietnam, he received the Navy Combat Ribbon, joined with he and his brother, and they served together the last year in Vietnam. So Mr. Story, one of my heroes. The Quilts of Valor Foundation wishes to recognize you for your service and sacrifice to protect and defend the United States of America. We will never know the extent of that sacrifice, but again, it is our privilege to award you your Quilt of Valor. If you'll step in front. So he gets to see first. Okay. And then the other tradition that we have is that we receive a quilty hug, and he has already said he's agreeable to that. So we wrap our veteran, our hero. Thank you. Welcome home.
Thank you so much.
Our next hero is his brother, Kenneth. Kenneth also served stateside and in Vietnam, 1969 through 73 in the Navy, and he was on the Yorktown. So I bet you two were on there together.
Yes.
Was that a time or what? I don't know. He was served as a radar man on the Yorktown, worked in the Pacific Command Electronics Intelligence Center. While in Hawaii, he was stationed on the USS Osborne when he was in Vietnam. He received the Navy Combat Ribbon, joined the Navy with your brother, and served until the last year in Vietnam. So again, we will never know the extent of your sacrifice to protect and defend the United States of America, but it is our privilege to award you your Quilt of Valor.
It's turned wrong, but that's okay. It's supposed to be this way, but that's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that pretty?
Very pretty.
Yeah. We'll turn around and let the
Appreciate
audience see that.
Each quilt is made with sometimes blood, sweat, and tears. We stick our fingers. Sometimes we're in hot rooms. We get together and we talk about our families and our relatives that served. So again, it is our privilege to do this. Okay, you ready for your hug?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Do you want to say anything?
I just wish that each of you could feel the love that I feel from this quilt.
Our next hero is Doris Carter. Doris served in the Army and the National Guard, 1996 through 2016. She served in the Gulf during the Gulf War, including Desert Shield and Desert Storm. She was stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado, Stuttgart, Germany, Fort Belvoir, Baumholder, Germany, and then back to Belvoir, and then she went to Fort Meade. She worked in Washington, D.C. at Quantico. She's been everywhere, I'm telling you. So she was one of the first females assigned to the 10th Special Forces out of Fort Carson, Colorado. She's also the first female deployed with them to Germany. She was hand-selected to be a part of an elite unit out of Fort Belvoir, where she worked to support our forces all over the world in covert missions. That means she could keep a secret. So, ladies, if you don't want your husband to know how much you've spent, just tell Doris. Got you covered.
I will not affirm or deny.
She was an Army selectee to then become an instructor at the Defense Equal Opportunity Institute, which only 12 to 15 instructors Army-wide are chosen. So Doris, again, it is our privilege to award you your Quilt of Valor. We will never know the extent of your sacrifice and service to protect and defend the United States of America. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Which way you going, Arnold? This way or this way?
Makes me feel tiny.
Well, you can hold it the other way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Do you want to say anything?
Sure. For all the jokes out there, I'm Sergeant Carter, so you can go ahead and say, golly, Sergeant Carter. I've heard it all, But I want to say thank you for the quilt. It means the world. It's just like having hugs all over you. It's no lie. And I know how much time and effort every quilter here has spent on the quilts that they've done. And you just don't understand how much it means to us to get them. But also, as a female veteran, that means the world to actually be honored, because a lot of times you forget about us. We're getting better. So that's a good thing. We've done a lot. So thank you very much. And don't forget, little girls can do it too.
And our final hero that we have today is Mihai Lita. Mihai is serving now.
Almost retired, yes.
Almost retired, 1993 to the present. He is a member of the U.S. Coast Guard. Go Coasties.
Yes.
He's been stationed in Haiti, Saipan, Georgia, Louisiana, Alaska, Oregon, California, Texas, Virginia, Kentucky.
That's all of them. Yeah.
He's been all around too. He's an all-around guy. What can you say? So again, we will never know the extent of your sacrifice to protect and defend the United States of America. It is our privilege to award you your Quilt of Valor.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's got a flag panel in it. Do the do-so-do.
Yes, ma'am. I
Welcome
can say a
home.
few words if you
Yes.
This is the last time I'm being called a hero. I remember the first time I was being called a hero was at basic training in Fort Benning, Georgia. And it's an honor and a privilege, and I thank the generations before me. I tip my hat off to all the vets that are here and everybody else that supports us. There are a lot of missed holidays, birthdays, and so forth, and we appreciate everything that everyone does to help us out and get through those dark days. Thank you again. It's been a privilege. God bless.
Well, and now you have a quilt to wrap around you. We have our booth all the way back in the back. If every person in this room gave us one Quilt of Valor, we could cover every veteran and every service member within 3 months. We need your help. Please, as I read in a book somewhere, come thou with us and we will do thee good. Come join us, be a part of Quilts of Valor, and help us honor these heroes. And you're always going to be a hero, young man. I'm just telling you. So thank you again for coming. Again, come back and see us. We've got brochures. We've got all kinds of information about how to become a member of Quilts of Valor. And come with us and join us. Thank you.